Hey, what's going on, my people? My people, welcome back to Grillz Barbecue. I'm Big Ed, and hey, man, today I'm gonna ask that you please excuse my voice, man. I'm hoarse as heck, and I feel great, but my voice is just hoarse. But hey, I was messing around in the backyard last night, and I just messed around with my grills and came across a tuning plate that I have for my Brinkman Trailmaster Limited Edition. And just out of curiosity, ran it over to Grace, the Lone Star Grill behind me, just to see if it would fit inside. Now, it doesn't fit in its natural position, which is a horizontal, but when flipped vertically, it fit right onto these flanges, and that was exciting to me. I'm like, all right, man, we got a test, we got an experiment, something else we can try out and have some fun with. So that's what we're doing today. Hey, we got that experiment going. We got a pork shoulder that we cooking up. We got the spatchcock chicken, and we also doing some chorizo. So, hey, this is going to be a good cook, and hopefully something that we can learn a little bit from, as well as, have some good food. So stick around. Glad you guys are here. Let's hop right into it. There's some Kingford, regular briquettes. We're going to let this thing catch. Let's see how all this works out. All right, so what we're about to do now is just throw some water in here. It's going to be 107 today out here, and we're going to need some moisture today, boy. Yeah, typically I like running water in my pit. Like the way it cleans up. All right, guys, so let me show you what I'm doing. I was out here messing around last night, man, just with my grills and whatnot. And I decided to take this tuning plate you see here. It came as a two-piece tuning plate set for the Brinkman Trailmaster Limited Edition. And I just out of curiosity wanted to see if it would fit. So I took that out, brought it over to the Lone Star Grill. Of course, it wouldn't fit horizontally in its natural position, but lo and behold, it did fit perfectly in a vertical position. So this thing is resting right on the flanges, as perfect as can be. And if this works out, I'll let you know right now, man. If you got a pipe smoker, this will work out beautiful for you. I'll let you know how it turns out. This is just an experiment, but my thinking is that with this setup, I got 3 tuning plates here. This is, the cabinet has 3. I have this side stacked. There's one here, one on top, and then the third one is right here. The 4th tuning plate is from the Brinkman Trailmaster. So my thinking on this is that with the holes in this tuning plates versus, the original style Lone Star grills, it would allow more smoke to circulate throughout the cook chamber, and just allow that smoke to rise in places where it normally wouldn't, and just come up under that food. We're just gonna see how it works out, man. Of course, if it does, I'll put a link down where you can order it. I took the liberty already of seeing if they were still available, because this is something that I ordered years and years ago. So yeah, they still have them on hand. I'll put the link below if it works out well, and if it doesn't, well, there ain't no need to do so. I'm pretty excited, man. I have a pork butt that I'm about to put on here, and see how well this works out. And of course, I'll be back to report and see how this turned out. So sit tight. All right, guys, so we got this 8-pound pork shoulder, and I spared you the boredom of watching me trim this thing up, but only thing I did was really knock the fat cat back on the back side of this thing, just to expose the meat a little more, get a little bit more rub on that thing. And now at this point, we're about to go ahead and season this thing up. All right, guys, so today's weapons of choice are gonna be Suckle Buster's Hog Waller, mustard far binder, and 16 mesh black pepper. All right, guys, so we got this thing already seasoned up. We're about to go outside, see how our smoker's doing, see how level our temps are from left to right, and get this thing onto the smoker. All right, guys, you're seeing it as I'm seeing it. I haven't looked in this thing since I set it up, but our Lone Star grill gauge is at this point reading 225. I just went ahead and threw some splits in. The ones I had in there burnt out, so I caught it just in time. Let's go ahead. Let's see. on our right side of our pit, closest to the firebox. We're sitting at 220, about 225-ish. Now just get in. And then we'll come over to the other side, the left side. And look at that. The same thing. Like there's no difference between left to right. And I'll just back out. Alright guys, so as you can see, we have 225 all the way across the board. I mean, direct even with that Brinkman Trailmaster tuning plate that I put in there. We have smoke wasping up through those holes, and I'm really looking forward to this cook, man. So yeah, guys, at this point, I'm about to go ahead, grab this pork shoulder, throw it onto the smoker, and we just gonna keep on rolling. Yep, so we got this bad boy on, and we're just gonna keep on rolling, keep monitoring this thing to see how this could turn out. Stick around. We're about to go ahead and get this spatchcock chicken seasoned up, and for that we're gonna use some of Grillz honey chipotle, and also that 16 mesh black pepper again. Now, just to give you an update, and I'm gonna take you out there to show you that tuning plate that I put in there has been working out really, really well, man. The thing is solid from one side of my pit to the other side, solid all the way across the board. We're gonna go out and take a look at that in a minute, but I wanted to get the seasoning on here so this can kind of soak it up, and we just gonna keep on rolling. So I just put a little light coating of oil on here, and now we're gonna go down with this Grillz honey chipotle. Ooh, it smells good. All right, guys, so we're about to go ahead. We got this chicken seasoned up with this Grillz honey chipotle rub. Here, man, this thing is looking and smelling amazing. We're about to go ahead and get this thing on to our smoker. All right, so we're about to go ahead and get this mop on. All right, guys, we're about 6 hours into this cook, man. I'm about to go ahead and throw this chorizo on here. That shouldn't take nothing but an hour. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see how our temperatures are doing on each side of the pit. All right, guys, here's our Teochew. Looks like she's sitting at around 270 degrees. All right, so we got this open, and I'm going to try to get this sun off this dial because it's hard to see. We're at 275. So we're at 275 on the right side toward the firebox, guys. Come over here. And it's the same. Sorry, the sun is hitting this dial, so it's hard for me to see, but that's at 275. Even Steven on each side. Chicken down there on the hot side. And look how pretty that is. All right, guys, the chicken has been here about 3.5 hours now. We're about to go ahead and take a look at it and see if it's time to get this thing off. We also see where our pork shoulder is. Now let's see where we at. Yeah, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing off. Nice. This is that bird. She looking pretty. All right, guys. So we got our chicken down at this point. It's at this, we got it out the smoker. It's resting. I feel like we got a ways to go on this pork shoulder, man. But we're about to go ahead and just check in on it, give it a little mop, check our temp, check the internal temp, and see what that's looking like. So come on in here with me. Come on. Come on in, boys and girls. Yeah, 153. Yeah, we got a ways to go on this thing. Go ahead and give it some mop. How are we looking? Still a ways to go. So back in she go. And I'm not kidding. That Brinkman, I'm not, this is no endorsement. This is just something I had laying around. This thing is working excellent. That Brinkman Trailmaster tuning plate. It comes as a two-piece set. I only used the flat part. It has another piece to it. This is working out absolutely amazing. This is a beautiful, beautiful looking piece of meat. And we're just gonna go ahead and wrap this up and I'll let it finish it out. And when it's time to pull on it, we'll come back. Guys, when I tell you, man, this 3G's mustard sauce is the truth. I'm not lying to you. This is our thyron sauce from TNT Barbecue. Excellent sauce, man. I ordered it once, and I've been back several times ordering it. This stuff right here is fire, boy. But let's go ahead and pull this thing apart a little bit and see how we're doing. Look how look at this smoke ring. Look how deep that penetrated. That's absolutely beautiful. Tender, hot as heck, and just juicy, man. Yeah, a little bit of this sauce just to dip. This is man, this pulled pork came out really, really good. I will say that that suckle buster rub is good, Hogweiler, but we definitely I have some more personal favorites in my arsenal. I'll just say that. But this here, this 3 Generations by TNT Barbecue, this medium, that's my thing, bro. That's my jam. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you my quick analysis of this Brinkman Trailmaster tuning plate. If you want to get your Lone Star running across the board evenly, this is the way to do it. I had even temps from left to right, and initially I thought, oh man, I'm sticking with this. But throughout this cook, I found like, man, I want to, when I went to try to bump my temp up, it took a lot more fuel than what it would normally take to get this thing, to 275, which is kind of where, I want it to be today. But I found myself using a lot more wood than I normally would utilize. And so for that reason, I'll give it a con on that. But if you have wood in abundance and that's not a factor for you, it's definitely a way to go. If you're doing a large cook where you need all of your space from one side to the other and you doing, same cut of meat, and you want to, keep that temp even all the way, this is the way to go. just know that you're gonna utilize more fuel by doing so. And my guess is that this covers, that tuning plate covers a part of the smoker that normally rises up. There's 3 tuning plates in the 3036 cabinet. And so there's an area that's normally exposed that's covered. And so I guess for that reason, you're gonna have to utilize more fuel. And I don't know, it's because that tuning plate closes off the area where the heat would normally come up more. So, you know, I'm no scientist, I'm not gonna guess. All I know is that I had to use more wood to get my temperatures above 250 degrees, which is normally never a problem for me, especially on a day like this when it's 107 degrees and you know, I'm adding more fuel than I normally would. So that's the downside. So if you got wood in abundance, hey, go for it. If you're doing a big cook where you need to fill your pit from one side to the other, go for it. But just know that you're going to be utilizing a lot more fuel than usual. And so, hey, I won't be doing this every cook. I'll use it when need be. But it's great to know that it can be done. And it's great to know that I can set it up like this. And a fun experience nevertheless. And hey, I want to give a shout out tonight to everybody, man. Everybody who watching and supports the channel. I appreciate it. So yeah, man, this is Big Ed of Grillz Barbecue saying until next time, peace, love, and God bless.